Hey y'all, my name is Sherry and I want to welcome you to my channel. Today we are going to be working with leftovers. So let's get started. Okay, so today I'm going to be creating on a 12 by 12 canvas. What I'm going to be doing today is using leftover paint, and I'm not going to do a flip cup and lift. I'm not going to do a flip cup and drag. Today I'm going to do a tree ring, and that is just a different technique of pouring the paint onto the canvas. And then you're going to move the canvas around a little differently because of that style of pour. Now, I say I'm using leftover paint, and that's because after I do the flip cup and drag, I'm still going to have a little bit of paint left over in my cup. So instead of wasting it, I'm going to take another cup and I'm going to put the cup on top so that it can drain into the bottom. And then whenever that one's finished, I'll put the other cup on top. And sometimes I have the same size cup, and that's okay. You just have to be a little careful, and then you can put them one on top of the other and they can still drain. And then you can save them for a later date. I think that's great to try to save your paint and not be wasteful. Okay, so the colors in here, I have really no clue. I know they're silicone because I can see on the top. It looks like I've got some gold and some maybe lime green, some navy blue. This is going to turn out really pretty, I believe. So let's just go ahead and get started. Again, this is called a tree ring, and so it's just a different style of pouring your paint, a different technique. Ooh, we're a little thick too. Well, we'll see what we get. We're not going out very straight, I can tell you that. Maybe I need to make my circle just a little bit bigger. So everybody made it through the holidays just fine. Hope y'all had a good time with family and friends. If you had to work, I hope it wasn't too bad. I was off Christmas Eve, but I worked Christmas Day. Work was very busy. Where I work, it's almost always very busy. Busy is not boring, and that is my motto. I'm sure you've all heard idle hands are the devil's workshop. I don't think my hands are very idle because I'm always busy doing something. This paint is a little thick. I'm not getting the ring, the paint to pour out the way I want to, but that's okay. We still might get something real pretty out of the deal. Have you got plans for New Year's Eve? My plans are my couch and Netflix. Yep, that's my wild night. And that's the way I like it. I don't want to be out on the road because it's dangerous on the road. You have the people who are not sensible. And hey, there are things called accidents. You know, people get in a partying mode, and even if they've not been drinking, they are all caught up in the fun of being off work or off for the night, out having fun. And to me, I just would rather stay home. Not a party animal, I reckon. And that's fine by me. Okay, now I'm starting to get a little bit better circular motion. And when I finish, I don't want it to drip. So I'm going to try to catch that so it doesn't drip on the canvas or drip on my paint and make a blob. Woo, I did it. All right, so I want to add a little bit of paint around so that I can let this paint move easier, because paint will move on a wet surface a whole lot easier than on a dry surface. So, and this is just simply white paint I've already got mixed up. It just makes it a little easier to pour out if I have a squirt bottle. So we're just going to go around the sides, or I mean around the circle, around the paint, round and round we go. I'm off center a little bit, but that's all right. All right, so I'm just going to start working this paint around. Oh, hey, this is some pretty colors, y'all. I think this is going to be so pretty. You know, I love to do pourings. Like I've said before, you never know what you're going to get. You can have the same colors in the cup, same consistency in a cup, layered exactly, but when you pour it, it's just not going to be exactly the same. I think that's what is just most interesting about it. So, do y'all like to do pourings, or are you just watching for fun? They're very interesting, I can assure you. And it does take some technique, and it takes a lot of, in my opinion, a lot of failures. Okay, I need some more paint because that's not wanting to move. And I don't want to stretch my paint too much. I don't want to lose those pretty rings because those are really nice. It is a very warm day here in the deep south, and I think it's going to rain, but I would prefer rain and warm than to ice and cold. Well, now I like snow and I like cold days, but not every day. For weeks and weeks on end. Been there, done that. That's why I live in the South. Y'all, this is going to be so pretty. I have got some pretty patterns going. Look at those rings. And I really like the white negative space, but I think I'm going to go ahead and pour it off. I am just in love with this. This is so pretty. And this was just leftover paint. This was something that could have been just thrown away. Well, I don't like to waste anything. I try not to be a pack rat, but it's kind of hard. I always think that I'm gonna have a use for something, and then I'll hate it if I've thrown it away. Sorry, I'm not showing you what I'm doing here. Okay. Oh, this is so nice. And I've got cells. I haven't even torched it yet. And look at those cells. All right. Some green. I know there was gold in there when I started, but I'm not really seeing the gold. Let's use the torch a little bit. We don't want to get too close to the canvas or the paint. Don't want to scorch it. Don't really think I'm bringing up any more cells or popping any air bubbles. Probably wasn't a whole lot of air bubbles in it because the paint had been sitting for a while. because there was leftover paint. Y'all, this is so cool. I'm getting some lacing on the sides. A little bit, not much. It kind of looks little white cells, and I think it's just because of the paint consistency. All right, that is so cool. Let me get it down and you can see it very up close, okay? I want to thank you for stopping by and watching my video today. If you liked it, would you give me a thumbs up? Don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell. It'll let you know each time I put out a new video. So until next time, I'll see you later.